Hi, I'm Mike, and this is my video review of ProSolution. So I've been trying this product for about 3 weeks now, and I'm just going to point out some of the good things I like about it, some of the bad things too, and what kind of results I've been having using it. Make sure you watch the whole video. I'll tell you where I got mine at a pretty decent price online as well, so let's get started. So with any product like this, I always think it's best to be cautious, and I did look into it before I bought it, and one of the things I always look for is a guarantee, and this product has actually got a pretty good guarantee. It's a full 2 months, and you can actually try 2 boxes of ProSolution for 2 months, and if it doesn't work for you, you can send it back and get a full refund within 67 days, so that's one thing I always look for. And something else I did notice is that the product is actually backed by medical professionals, and you can see this on the website. And we've got a couple of doctors. There's Dr. Alexis Vasquez, Dr. Michael A. Carter, and medicinal herbalist G. Alexander, so you can actually read what they have to say about ProSolution on the site, but it is always encouraging to see that it is medically backed. And on a personal note, after using it for the past 3 weeks or so, I do feel pretty happy with it, and I don't think it is a scam. I have noticed some better erection quality and size as well since I've been using it, but it is early days, but it does seem to be making a difference. But I'm going to cover my results in a little bit more depth in a couple of minutes, so hopefully that puts your mind at rest anyway, that I think it is a legitimate product and you don't really need to worry about being scammed. So there are actually about 10 active ingredients in ProSolution, but I'm just going to cover 1 or 2 of the main ones. And the first one is called Solidin. Now this is the company's trademarked natural compound, and compound is basically just a combination of different ingredients. And it mainly does 2 things. The first is to increase your sexual desire, so you want sex more often, and the second thing is to improve the quality of your orgasm so it feels better. And that works because it contains something called L-dopa, and that needs to be present in your body for it to release dopamine. And if you don't know what dopamine is, it's basically what your body uses to give you pleasurable sensations like an orgasm, for example. So Solidin basically makes your orgasm feel more enjoyable. Another interesting one is Drilazine. Again, this is another compound, and it's got an active ingredient in there called protodioskin, and this essentially helps to regulate the secretion of testosterone from your testicles, and it's supposed to increase nitric oxide in the body too, making your erections last longer, and it can also help with blood flow into the penis, making that faster so you get harder quicker. And you've got other ingredients that you see in a lot of similar products like zinc oxide, and the reason that's in there is because studies have shown that men who are deficient in zinc oxide generally produce about 30% less sperm than men who have plenty of it, so ProSolution has got plenty of that in there to make sure you're covered. And looking on the back, there are plenty of other pretty well known male enhancement ingredients like ginseng, that's got many sexual health benefits for men, and some other Asian ingredients like curculio and cordyceps that boost testosterone, sex drive, and can help shorten the recovery time between ejaculations too. And I did have a quick look to see where the product is made, and it is made in the USA, so I'm pretty certain it's been made well and the ingredients are of high quality. So ProSolution is supposed to do a few different things, but some of the main ones include making your erections harder, and that's basically because there are some ingredients in here that are like a natural Viagra in a way, and what they do is increase the blood flow to your penis, and that can help with stronger, healthier blood vessels too. And it is said to help make your erections last longer, and it can reduce recovery time between orgasms as well. It's also supposed to help you produce more semen, and like I mentioned before, there are plenty of ingredients in here that increase your testosterone level, and that helps with semen production too, so you can ejaculate more when you orgasm, and that will in turn increase your sex drive as well. Another thing is more enjoyable orgasms. Because you're ejaculating more, you generally do have a better feeling orgasm, and like I mentioned before, you've got things like increased dopamine, which actually boost those pleasurable sensations when you do have an orgasm as well. One of the other main ones is that it's supposed to help increase your erect penis size. Now, that basically works because of the increased blood flow flowing into your penis. that can permanently expand the chambers inside your penis that hold the blood when you have an erection. So little by little you can expand those chambers more and more as the weeks go by. And I have noticed myself an increase in erection size a little bit. I mean, it's only been about 3 weeks, but I'll talk about my results in a bit more detail shortly. Last of all, I'll just mention that, like some similar products, the natural ingredients are supposed to be pretty nourishing for your whole reproductive system too, and there's actually quite a lot of good stuff in the pills that your body uses to keep your system in good health, especially your sexual health. The recommended dose is to take 2 pills per day, and in each box you get 60, so it's a 1-month supply, which is pretty much standard really among enhancement products like this. And the pills, they don't really taste of anything. I'll just show you one. Here it's just like a standard white pill. It's solid, and you can crush it and drink it in a glass of water if you want to, or if you prefer you can just swallow it straight down. It does have quite an interesting smell. That's because of all the herbs and natural ingredients in there, but it doesn't really smell too bad or taste too bad either. So I've been taking 2 pills a day for about 3 weeks, and I have noticed my erection's been harder and my sex drive seems to have been up as well. And the effect seems to have been getting stronger the longer I've been taking them. Initially it was a bit slow the first couple of days, but I have been having some good orgasms and releasing a slightly bigger load too, but that's really what I expected with ingredients like zinc and ginseng in here. But what about size gains? Well, I have actually noticed a slight difference. I'd say the blood flow has definitely increased and my erect size is a little bit bigger. It's not really a huge improvement. I mean, I have only been taking it for about 3 weeks, but my penis does look and feel much fuller when it's hard, and the sex has been pretty good. And soft as well. I think you can notice a slight difference. It sort of hangs a little bit lower and looks a bit fuller too. So overall I feel pretty good taking these, much more virile, confident in bed, and just up for it really. It definitely does seem to be having an effect. But anyway, I'm just next going to cover a couple of things I'm not too keen on about ProSolution. So really the first thing is that you have to keep buying the product, and it's kind of the same with other male enhancement products like this. If you stop taking it, then you're not going to see the benefits that it offers, like harder erections, higher sex drive and increased semen production. I mean, the gains in penis size, that's something that could potentially be permanent, because the increased blood flow can permanently expand the inner chambers of your penis that hold blood, but to see noticeable results you're going to have to take the product for a while. So that's one thing. Another thing is the cost. I mean, products like this aren't cheap, not just ProSolution but others as well, so you have to decide whether it's worth the money that you're going to be spending on it. I mean, you can get it cheaper if you buy bulk packages and get more than one, but again, that's something you'll have to think about. And another thing, it's kind of more of a personal thing for me, is that I don't enjoy swallowing large pills or capsules. I mean, with this, luckily you can just crush it and drink it in a glass of water, so you know, if you don't like doing that like me, you can just drink it that way. So a couple of things there I just want to make you aware of, nothing too bad, but I'm just going to mention some of the things that I do like about the product as well. So the first thing that I really do like about ProSolution is that it's an all-natural product, so there's nothing man-made or artificial in here. It's all natural ingredients, and something that ties into that is obviously it means there are no side effects for this really. There's nothing in the product that's not intended for the body, you know, that's not natural, that it can't handle. So that's one thing. Something else is that you don't need a prescription. You don't have to go to a doctor if you want to start taking the product, and you can start or stop taking it whenever you want to. And like I said earlier, it does actually work. I've had a lot of genuine benefits taking the product, like increased sex drive, erection hardness, and increase in semen volume, and it does seem to slowly be increasing my erect penis size too, so that's good. And another thing is that my orgasm has felt a little better actually since taking it, and yes, I mean overall it's not a bad product, and there's still plenty of good things to say about it. I ordered a few boxes of the products, and they just arrived all packaged in a big plain brown box like this, and there's not actually anything on it that says who it's from or what's inside. It's just got your name and address on there, and if I remember, mine came fairly quickly. It was about 2 days, And I did quickly check my credit card bill as well. There's nothing on there that says who it's from or what it is that I've bought, so if you're worried about privacy, you really don't need to be concerned, because no one will be able to find out what it is you've ordered. It's all kept nice and private. So ProSolution has been giving me some pretty decent results, and I've mentioned most of them earlier, but just to recap, I have noticed a boost in my sex drive, erection hardness and semen volume too. And as for gains in erect penis size, I have had some improvement, but I always think you've got to be realistic when taking a product like this, because there's no such thing as a magic pill that's going to boost your penis size by 2 to 3 inches in a month. Products like that, they just don't exist, they're not real, and if you see anything that has those kind of claims, you should avoid it because it is a scam. But as for this particular product, I'm actually fairly happy with the size gains I've had over the past 3 weeks, and I can see it giving more steady gains in size and fullness over a longer period of time. And another thing, I can tell that the pills have boosted my testosterone level too, and as the days have gone by, I've been feeling much more virile and up for it and masculine, and I'm pretty happy with my performance in bed too. So the thing is that the pills do cost a little bit to buy though, and it does depend what you can afford and how badly you want the benefits that it offers. I will mention where I got mine at a discount price in a minute, but really just to sum up, I would score ProSolution 4.5 out of 5 stars. I do think it's a pretty good product and it's been working quite well for me. As for the cost, I mean, that's something you'll have to decide for yourself, but I did look around on the internet for prices on this product, and the best place I found was at cheapprosolution.com. So I'll put that link in the description under the video. You can just click that and take a look at their prices if you want to. Basically, they do like a tiered structure. The more boxes you buy, the cheaper it works out per box. So if you want to get a few boxes, you can make some pretty good savings that way. So really that's the end of the review. Hope it sort of helped you learn a little bit more about ProSolution and if you think it is the right product for you or not. So that's all from me.